like to make poopy in my diaper.
Hey, welcome to episode 2. Today I got something neat for you. The Riddle Box by the Insane Clown Posse, released October 10th, 1995. ICP are a gangster horrorcore rap duo with a bit of nu metal thrown in. The duo consists of Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope, who formed ICP in 1989 and in 10 years became a hated but very popular duo. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this. Okay, so let's start with the opening track, Riddle Box. Riddle Box has a catchy clown beat like a circus. In the song, Violent J speaks about the Riddle Box, which is a metaphor for seeing if you'll either end up in heaven or in hell. The hook on this song is really catchy, maybe a little bit repetitive with the hook in the chorus, but overall, this is a really neat track to open up the album. The Show Must Go On is my second favorite song, and it has an awesome heavy clown type of beat, and it's great. The song is about how no matter what their show will continue. In the middle of it, in between Shaggy and Violent J's verses, are someone speaking about the clowns and how they are evil and how they either kidnapped or killed the guy who's speaking. Overall, just another great song, and the ending transitions into our next song. Okay, so this is considered the best song on this entire album, and I agree with it. It's Chicken Huntin. Chicken Huntin is a hard rap rock track about killing redneck bigots, chopping them up, stabbing them for being just racist and having bigotry. Not only do Jay and Shaggy do amazing on this track with their flow and their lyrics and the rhymes, the chorus for this just fits perfectly well, and it is just easily the best song on the entire album. Toy Box is a catchy story about how a kid who is always getting bullied in school and whose dad is a serial killer, and how he goes and creates toys to hurt the other kids who bullied him. This is a completely different song than anything I've ever heard before, and it is very unique and interesting, and I love it. The song's lyrics are a bit dark, but the beat is upbeat and would make you think otherwise. Just another great song on this album, in my opinion. We're gonna get into Cemetary Girl now, and it is a dark but a very fun song to listen to. So in Cemetary Girl, Violent J is talking about how his girlfriend is dead and he can't accept it, and how he just digs her up from her grave, her corpse, so he can be with her again. To simply put it, just here's a line from the song that reads, "You're more than just a corpse to a psychopathic clown." This line is from the hook, and the hook to this is just also amazing. Three Rings has another circus type of beat, and is about being a part of the circus as being part of the freak show, and how the three freaks and what makes them freaks is what the song's about, and how it's wrong to just point and laugh at the misery of others. It's a nice song, but something is missing, but I just really can't figure it out, but it's a nice song overall. Headless Boogie is another amazing song, and how Jay toys with dead bodies and is having a party with them, it sounds like. It's a really nice song with a solid beat that will literally get you up and boogie, as it says in the title. And it is just a fun song to just sit and just bob your head to. It is amazing to listen to. The Joker's Wild is set up to sound like a game show where if the contestants get the wrong answer, they die a pretty gruesome death. For example, Jay talks about how a judge threw him in jail at some point, and he either joins the thing or he gets his neck snapped. At the point, he does lose as a contestant, and so Jay cuts his face off. Again, another great song with another solid beat and some good rhymes and wordplay going along with it, and just a really solid horrorcore song. Dead Body Man opens with a late night news report of how someone broke in and stole 14 dead bodies from the morgue. It then transitions into a hard funk feeling song. It's not really funky, but like it starts out that way, then it transitions into something a bit harder and upbeat in some way. And it's about Violent J selling corpses, eating them, and talks of how kids see him with the bodies and has been given the name the Dead Body Man. It is an awesome and a perfect horrorcore song by the Duke of the Wicked and the Wicked Clowns, just in general. Lil Somethin Somethin is definitely a slow, funky song about how Violent J says he's just looking for a woman to have sex with and his experience with this one woman and how she keeps him entertained. That's what I can take from it, at least. It's a solid song, but to me, at least, this is the most lackluster song of the entire album. Old Evil Eye is about Jay and Shaggy seeing an old man with this red evil eye and how they want to kill the old man and bury his eye in their backyards, but the opposite happens and they become the victims instead. It is a 5-minute song with a great beat, only 2 verses in total, but the hook is drawn out for the rest of the track, which really is nice. I really do love the hook in the song. The name 12 comes from the story 12 Angry Men, and that's what this song is based on, and its theme is. Here, Jay is talking about the 12 jurors who sentenced him to death, and how he has returned from the dead to kill the jurors and get his revenge on them. He lists off each juror as like 1, 2, and 3, and so on, and how he gruesomely gets his revenge and announces at the end how he will return for the murder of their laws. Now, The Killing Fields is about hell and the horrors of being there and what it is supposed to be. This song is really good, but there's not really that much else to say other than that in this song they really are speaking of the representation of hell and what it is, and just to stay away and try to aim for heaven. I'm Coming Home is the final song in the album, and in it, Jay and Shaggy are talking about being home. Of course, Jay talks about his home sounding like prison and how he is missing it, all the creatures and the freaks that are there and how he misses them. Shaggy, on the other hand, talks about how his home is having freaks and how it's run down and how corrupt it is. This is the least liked song by some, but I love the beat and the melody that they give in this song, along with the rhymes. And it's just a really nice song overall that I love. The Riddle Box was a huge success for ICP, selling over 500,000 copies and showing that though different, they can make great music. And many that aren't juggalos say that this is the best ICP album that they know, and most of them love this album. Now, I'm really biased here as a juggler myself, but this album gets a solid 9 out of 10. Even though it doesn't need the song Lil Somethin Somethin, maybe something like it, but overall, this is one of their best albums, and it really does show.
I can't help it. I'm just so good looking.